morning students, this is Arun Singh, your English teacher. Students, yesterday we studied about tense and its introductions. As I told you, tense is divided into three parts: present tense, past tense and future tense. And each tense is divided further in four groups. That is present indefinite, present continuous, perfect, perfect continuous. Also the past tense also divided into four groups, and the future also the same. Today we are going to discuss about the uses of tense. This present tense, where we have to use, which situations and which events we have to use present tense, past tense and future tense. That is all about today we will discuss. My dear students, let's see. In the first sentence, simple present tense is used, or present indefinite is used to express habitual actions. Whenever we get the sentence like habitual actions, in that situations or in that case we have to use habitual actions, we have to use the simple present tense. Example, I get up every day at 5 o'clock. What kind of it is? The sentence is, it is habitual actions. It is a habit that I get up every day 5 o'clock in the morning. It is a habitual action. In this situation, we use simple present tense or present indefinite. Example 2. To express general truth. Whenever we use sentences like general truth, in this situation we use simple present tense or present indefinite. Example, honey is sweet. It is true or false? Honey is always sweet. Whenever you taste in the morning or afternoon or in the evening or at night or today or tomorrow, it is always truth that it is sweet. Honey is sweet. In general truth, whenever we see in this situation, we use present indefinite. Example 3. In exclamatory sentences beginning with here and there, to express what is actually taking place in the present. Example, here comes the bus. There he goes. In these sentences, in exclamatory sentences, whenever we use beginning with here and there, in this situation, we use present indefinite. In vivid narrative, a substitute for the simple past. Whenever we are using sentences like supposed to be simple past, when we substitute simple past in vivid narrative or vivid narrations, in this sentence we have to use simple indefinite or present indefinite. That is example, immediately the Sultan hurries to his capital. So it is a vivid narrative or simple past substitute. Example 5. To express a future event that is part of a fixed timetable or program. Whenever we fix a timetable, supposed to be in the future, the events which is to take place in the future, if we have already programmed or we have fixed the timetable, in this case we have to use present indefinite or simple present tense. Example, the train leaves at 5:20 a.m. or p.m. Suppose the program or the timetable is fixed for the leaving train, or the train has to leave at correct 5:20. In these situations, we need to use simple present tense. Example 6. When we have to use to introduce quotations. If somebody speaks something, suppose Shakespeare or John Keats. John Keats says, a thing of beauty is a joy forever. Suppose whenever we introduce quotations like Keats says, quotation marks, a thing of beauty is a joy forever. In this case, we use simple present tense. Instead of the simple future tense, in process of time, end of conditions, we use simple present tense. Example, if it rains, we shall get wet. Suppose you are going out. If it rains, then what will happen? Definitely you will get wet. Yes or no? So, instead of simple future tense, the sentence which is supposed to be simple future tense, in this sentence, in process of time and conditions, suppose what we have to do? We need to use simple present tense. Next, we will discuss about present continuous tense. I hope all of you understood about the simple present tense, the uses of it. So next, the topic is present continuous tense. In which situation the present continuous tense we need to use? Let's see. So we use present continuous tense for an actions going on at the time of speaking. Now I am teaching you. What I am teaching? I am teaching about the uses of tense. Now the work is going on, or the teaching activity is in the progress. It is going on. In these situations, we need to use what tense? Present continuous tense. Example, the boys are playing hockey. The boys are playing hockey. At the time of speaking, at the time of speaking, if the boys are playing, then we need to use the present continuous tense. Now I am teaching you English. Now I am teaching you English. Now the time of speaking, now it is going on. It is progress. In this situation, we have to use present continuous tense, or we need to use such kind of tenses. Example 2. For temporary actions which may not be actually happening at the time of speaking. Example, I am studying in KKSN. You students, you are studying in KKSN. At the time of speaking, right now you are not studying, or you are not coming to school because of lockdown or shutdown. Yes or no? But then you are studying. So what we understand? For temporary action which may not be actually happening. That means right now you are not coming to school. Yes or no? But then I am studying in KKSN. You can say. Am I right? Yes. So for an actions that has already been arranged to take place in the near future. The actions which is to take place near future, soon after, sometimes or some days, 1-2 days. In this situation, we use present continuous tense. Example, my friend is arriving tomorrow. So he has not arrived. He is not arriving right now, but he is going to arrive just after 1 day. So that is tomorrow. Yes or no? My friend is arriving tomorrow. In this case, we use present continuous tense. I hope all of you understood. Next, we will continue present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. In next video, I will be coming with this. So let's resume the class, the uses of tense, that is present perfect tense. Already we completed the present simple present tense or present indefinite and then present continuous tense. So let's resume with present perfect tense. So present perfect tense we use to indicate completed activities in the immediate past. Example, he has just gone out. Suppose somebody you come and ask, at that moment if the person has just gone out, in these situations to indicate completed activities immediately, that should be immediately. In this situation we use what? Present perfect tense. Also we use to express past actions whose time is not given and not definite. Suppose to express past event, yes or no? So past actions whose time is not given or not defined. If the time is not defined or the time is not fixed, in this situation we have to use present perfect tense. Example, have you read Gulliver's Travel? There is a book called Gulliver Travels. So, in this situation, we don't say that did you read yesterday or day before yesterday or last week. We haven't given any exact time. Am I right? So, whenever the time is not fixed or not given or not definite, in this situation, we use present perfect tense. Also, we use to describe past events when we think more of their effect in the present time. Suppose, example, I have cut my finger. If I got cut my finger or I have cut my finger, then in the present, what's called feel? We get maybe bleeding or we get paining, yes or no? So, if the effect is in the present, at the time of speaking, then we use present perfect tense. Example 4. To denote an action beginning at some time in the past and continuing up to the present moment. Example, he has been ill since last week. Suppose the person, you or I or somebody is sick last week and the effect is up to present moment. That means he is sick till now. In this case, we have to use present perfect tense. Also, next we will start present perfect continuous tense. I hope all of you understood the present perfect tense. So, we use present perfect continuous tense like actions began in past and still continue. Suppose the actions began in the past, sometimes before or some days before, and still it is continuing in the present time, then we use present perfect continuous tense. Example, they have been playing since 4 o'clock. So, 4 o'clock onwards, they have been playing till now. Suppose the time is 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. When we ask, what are they doing? Sir, they are playing since 4 o'clock. That means the action started in 4 hours before or 3 hours before and still it is continuing. In these situations, we use present perfect continuous tense. So, thank you students. Thank you very much. In the next class, we will discuss past and the future, their uses. So, for today, thank you very much. Have a good day.